Hey guys, JP here. I'm doing this video I'm going to cut a little short. I'm going to do basically an unboxing and an initial look at this saber. I haven't done sabers in a little while. I was dabbing in 3D printing, which is pretty cool, by the way. I still have a lot to learn on the design part to make my own files. So I took a break and kind of wanted to just, I've seen Viresabers a lot. I've bought some things from them in the past, stands and a few other things, and I wanted to support them because I am part of the community and the group on Facebook, and I was like, you know what, I got a Xenopixel core from them before. And but that was in a build that I did for my daughter's fiance. Then it was just it was her boyfriend, but anyway, and it was pretty cool. So I was like, it's been a while since I've gotten the sabers, and I was like, I'm gonna get one for myself because I have I don't know, 6, 7 Profi configurations on other sabers I have, but I wanted a Xenopixel for myself. And they have the Xenopixel Deluxe, which I think is the lighted version. So it's got the LEDs in the end of the PCB on the emitter. And so I also wanted to try their Saber builder on their website. And they have a lot of parts on there, VHC parts. Y'all got to check them out. There's a bundle of LGT resellers out there, but I kind of put Viresabers and like Dark Wolf sabers in a separate category to themselves. They're so good with customer service, and they actually have input back into the hobby. They talk to people that are in that company and have an influence, and make suggestions on paint schemes and parts, and so they're really doing their part instead of just reselling that company's, the LGT company's product. They're trying to make it better for the customer base, and they're trying to support us in the hobby. And that's why anybody in the United States, I don't know if they do international shipping or not. I didn't really pay attention to that. You'll have to check out their site, or you can contact them. Go to Viresabers on Facebook. I can link their page, or just go into the Viresabers community as well. You can ask questions, but I would go to the Viresabers page itself and message them on Facebook that way, and they are really pretty good about getting back to you. Tyler and his wife Christine, they do get busy. I mean, they're busy a lot, so with their orders, and they will get back to you. So I ordered this 3 days ago. That's my dog Hank. He kind of moves back and forth around all the time. He's getting old. But anyway, I ordered this on the 28th, I believe. It was like in the evening. And it was like later morning, early afternoon. Christine or Tyler, one of them had messaged me back and said that this was ready to go, and it was shipping out. So, and today is the 1st, and I got it like 10:30 this morning from Up. So it was 2.5 day turnaround. They're really good. I'm not saying it's going to happen with everyone. They get busy, but I'm sorry I'm rambling on. I just wanted to give them a huge shout out for their customer service. You guys and gals really need to check them out. I mean, so this is I went to their website, and I might be able to post some pics of the parts, or I'll list the parts for this build. So I started with like the emitter and just I went through all the parts and picked the stuff that I thought looked good for this saber for myself. It has a mall emitter, so I already cut the tape on it just to make it quicker, and so we'll unbox this build. This is custom, so this is, you can do the same thing. Go pick any parts you want. If there's any that don't work together, you can always talk to them and ask them to, and if they have time, they'll put it together for you and give you a picture of it before you ordered. I was confident enough and I just went ahead and ordered it before I got the picture. They did send me that picture, but anyway, so let's see what we got here. Oh, this is neat. So I've seen these. I didn't expect this to be in there. So I've seen these on their site before, and they actually had given some of these away in a giveaway with some other items in the past. But it's a little lightsaber keychain. It says Viresabers on it. So that's really cool. It's, of course, the back of words. Anyway, so let's see. There's a little button. Oh, that's neat. So it's on and off. Oh, it's a different color. There you go. So I turned it off, turned it on. Oh, they were nice. Turn it off. Oh, nice. That's really cool. That's a nice little. Wow, I didn't expect that many. Oh, and there's their color changing mode. That's really cool. So that's neat. That's really cool. That's a nice little thing to throw in there. That was really nice of them to do that. That was really cool. See, they always look out for people, so, and their customers. So you got your charging cables. This is for the Saber, and I did get a USB-C, and that's what it is. And I did do a video before, and they also included the plug end. And if people go on AliExpress, I would say don't. I mean, you can if you want to save a little money, but this wasn't, I mean, through them, building one is better. And you're not going to really spend much more money. And I would rather spend it and give it to people that are deserving of it, as far as supporting my people that live in my country. And I'm not trying to be, I'm just trying to, the smaller people like them, they have their own family and they have their own business, and I'd rather support them and than trying to get it from the manufacturer. Not that it's in another country, that has nothing to do with it. It's just like I said, it's like buying direct. You buy, yeah, you can get stuff cheaper when you buy direct, but they're going to make sure, like I've ordered Sabers from AliExpress before, and none of them have ever come with the charging in. It was just the cable. And some people have, burnt their boards because they just plugged it in whatever they had, and they really didn't make sure it was the right amperage. And I know this is going to be, because that's what they're, giving to you with your Saber. So that's pretty cool to have the whole kit and caboodle. So let's see what else we got here. Oh, they changed this up a little bit. So the one that I gotten a while back was like a really short USB card reader. It was a real short one, and it held the SD card, because this is Xeno, so you can add fonts, and you can do a little things with the config. I know they're still working on it. There's more improvements and versions they're coming out with. So this is pretty cool. This is a little bit bigger than the last one. If I can get this off of here. There we go. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Oh, maybe it was supposed to happen. Oh, no, it wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. The cap didn't come off. I just pulled a little too hard, that's all. But having a problem with that. Sometimes they stick. I will get that off in a little bit. Anyway, there's the slot for the SD card. Probably moisture from being in shipment. It just is sticking a little bit, and I don't want to force it. And I'll just take a knife and go around the edges a little later. So I don't want to mess with that right now, because I'm trying to get to the Saber. So I'm sure it's fine. But there's the USB, so that's just to mess with your config. And I have my own you guys, you can get your own adapters. I mean, they're a dime a dozen on Amazon, so that's nothing. And of course comes with their card and the Allen key wrench and the set screws for the blade retention, and probably a couple of others are for the I'll have to see on the Saber, but there's usually some like a CoverTech wheel or for the grub screws up by the emitter. So that's cool. And then there's the nice book. They were, wow, that's, yeah, I remember this. It's a really big book. It's the manual for the Xenopixel. I don't know which side I'm showing you here. So it's kind of an in-depth manual, which is really nice, because I'm telling you, in the past, when you order from LGT and stuff, they would, half the time, if you ordered a Profi, they would send you like the RGB LED instruction booklet, which had nothing to do with it. And this one, they came out with a really nice manual for the Xenopixel, which goes over, I'll flip this over, goes over instructions and troubleshooting. And it's kind of a basic, I'm sure, you know, it's going to show you a Saber that's not yours, but it's going to be a typical kind of thing, because there's gesture controls and things like that. So that's a pretty sturdy book. So it's like a thick cardboard on the outside to protect it. That's nice. So this is what I've been waiting for. So I want to see this. This is the one I picked the parts for, and they put it together for me. And like I said, I could probably get a list of the parts. So it's wrapped in plastic, saran wrap, so keep it nice from being scratched up. And there's always the fun part of finding the end, where the end starts. That's always the fun deal, which it's fine. I might have to get a knife out here, but which I think I will do. Oh, maybe I can find it. I just felt it. There we go. I did find it. Okay. Okay. There we go. This is the mini Maul emitter that I got. I've never had a Darth Maul, anything close to it, or emitter wise or Saber wise. So I thought it'd be cool to put the mini Maul emitter on this Saber. Probably loosen this. There we go. Nice. It's really tough. So, okay. Let's give it a look at this here. Move some stuff out of the way here. Okay. So I got the chrome mini Maul emitter. And like I said, I don't remember the names of all these parts. So I picked this as the emitter. There's this gold, kind of like a matte gold extension. I'll put a list. Then there was this switch section, USB-C. Then there was the handle section that these are all different parts that I picked to go on this Saber. So then there's the handle section, which has that same gold matte kind of finish to it. And then I really like the cool look of the end of the pommel here. I really like the look of this. It was just, I looked through all the parts and I was like gonna just mix mash like crazy, and I was like, you know, I want to keep that kind of, you know, chrome. This isn't like a high chrome like this, and that was fine, but I kind of like the contrast. I was like, this is more of the frosted, or the, you know, kind of finish, like the brush. It's not a high mirror, and that one is. but it kind of just like brings your eye right to the end of the saber. You know, it does. I like that. I kind of like the focus being down here. And that's why I asked them to put the extension down here and not on the end. Because I wanted that break between these two finishes. So that's really cool. But I really like that pommel. Reminds me of like a shuttle engine, like an engine to a, you know, the space shuttle. That cone look. And so, and all these pieces come off, so I'll go ahead and do that. Because they are all separate pieces. So there's the pommel. I really like that. That's really a nice shape. And then you're going to have the handle. And you'll see the chassis. Really smooth. I'm sure they always do their work. You know, Tyler and Christine always make sure they check everything. He checks everything. And you can see there's the board. The Xenopixel board with the SD card, battery, speaker. Yep. So they always test it, make sure it works, and I could tell they even got a little. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. There's a little spacer in there. See? That's probably just so it lines up. But, so there's that piece. And I'm going to just leave these off for now. And you can take the emitter off. This is real. I like this saber. This is really cool looking. It's got 4, wow, it's a mini maul. So it's got 4 set blade retention screws on the end. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I really like that piece. I like it because I picked the parts out myself. So that's what's nice, you know. You get this little spacer off here just for now. Oh, so I could take this piece off, but or they have this set. I think it's no, maybe okay, never mind. I thought it had a set. It does have a set screw hole. I thought maybe they had it anchored, but it's fine. So I can take that off, so you can see that. What's a different configuration that I'm used to seeing on these? So I wanted to just see if I have any juice in here. Let me hold this down.
Power on.
That's a different font. That's really high. That's really loud. Wow. I'm impressed by that speaker. I don't know if that's the one they normally use or if that is like a smuggler's outpost, because I know they carry. I need to turn this off for a second. I don't know if that's, wow, woo, man, got my ears ringing. That was a loud one. I don't know if that, I know they carry, I think they were carrying smuggler's outpost speakers. I don't know if that's what that is. If that's the stock LGT ones that they use, then they've really upgraded. That was pretty sharp and loud. I like that. If it's a smuggler's out, let me know, guys. I don't know. So I'm going to do a whole nother video on going through, because I got to read up on this. It's been a while since I looked at Xenopixel, and I don't want to just sit here for 5 hours trying to go through every little thing, because I haven't read up on it. But I know there's pulses, and let's see, I change font.
Candy blade. Volume low.
Okay, so that's the volume.
Mute. Volume high. Volume low.
So that's,
Mute.
yeah, 1 flash.
Volume high.
Let's try 2.
Unstable.
So that's blade style. Okay. Let me get to a different font here. It's probably 3.
Blaster blade.
Now that's blade effect. So 1 was volume, 2 is like either your pulse, your unstable, your regular blade. ghost blade probably, and then blade styles are like your different, like if you're familiar with Profi or not, different blade styles. That's what that 3 I think is.
Ghost blade.
Yeah.
Broken ignition.
And then 4 is probably the fonts.
Viresabers.
E11.
Kylo Ren.
You can see I have it on unstable. So if you see the LEDs on the end. That's the difference between the Deluxe and the standard. And it's not much more, guys. It's like, I can't remember what I paid. It's like, it might be like $7 more, or 10, it might even be 10, but I think it's less, under 10. Getting the regular Xenopixel versus the Deluxe. And the Deluxe is cool. I like having, because, you know, some of the builds I've done, I used the stock MPXL lighted, you know, like the version 2. I didn't try version 3 yet, but it's nice to have the lighted ends on them, just because so when you don't have your blade in and you just want to have that glow and that nice showcase for just the hilt itself. It's just a nice, let me try and do steady.
Steady.
There you go. Happen to be the next one. 1, 2, and that's still color change, I think. Yes. So 2, when it's on, it's still the color change. Lock in. 1. That's your lock up. So lock up. And then 2 flashes when it's on is the color change. I'm not gonna. I'll get into that on another video. This has been a long enough video already, but. So this is kind of down to the wire right here, but that's a cool configuration with the pins. I like how this chassis is really nice, guys. I mean, it's really, I don't know. You have to message Tyler and them and see if the chassis changes between the regular Xeno and the Deluxe. I don't know, because this one, some of the LGT previous chassis, they didn't always come to where these pins, I don't know if I can get this right, but see how where the pins stop, the spring part, that should stop, and that does on this chassis, because when you put your blade down, you don't want it to bend it any past that, the part that's stationary. So this chassis is a nice chassis. It's very good. I like that. This is like a neat kind of a Y configuration on the pins, which is different. The last, all the last LGT chassis I've gotten over the past, 6 months, year, were just randomized, kind of, And this is more. This kind of looks like the custom, the THC custom, or not THC, the TCS, the custom Saber shop configuration almost. There's a T, I think, but I really like how it's spread out. I like the LED, they're kind of holes in there. I don't know if you can see this, but the LEDs are underneath, not on the outside, which is nice. It protects them. So that's cool. So I'm going to put this bad boy back together. What am I doing here? So see, I'm not even used to this. Okay, I got it backwards. That's a male thread. There we go. And I'll put the emitter on last. Very smooth. So I'm sure Tyler checked the threads on this and made sure they were, threaded nicely. Sometimes they can be sharp, but usually they're pretty good. That's nice. And then I love this emitter. That's so cool. So it's actually, I don't know, I didn't get my measuring tape out, but I'd have to say it's probably 11.5 inches to 12, maybe almost 12. You know, it weighs probably about a pound, a little under a pound. That's a nice, I like that hilt. And I like it because it's custom. I picked all the parts out for it. And I think it really looks cool. Especially with that emitter just pops right on the end, you know, because it's high gloss. It's like, it's the mirror like the chrome. And this is more of a brushed or not quite so shiny. Frosted, I think might be called. I'll list all the parts, guys, though. Love the pommel. I love that flat deal there. And I can even add a CoverTech wheel right here if I want to, which is nice. USB-C. So, guys, I will do another video. I'll read up on all the functions and go through all the fonts. Sorry, I had a glitch there. I'll read up on all the fonts and everything and do a proper video with the blade installed. Just want to light that up one more time. Nice. Kind of, the lights are on, so it's hard to see it. I like it. Thanks, Tyler and Christine. I forgot to put the shim in, and I will do that after. But all right, guys, we'll check out part 2 when I go to put that on, and then I'll show you this with a blade. I have a 32-inch blade that I'm going to put in, and a 36. I'm going to see. I think 36 isn't going to be too good for this, but we'll see. All right, y'all take care. Hope you enjoyed, and I will put links to their shop and check them out. I mean, well worth it. They're quick. They're good on customer service. They're great on customer service, actually. Nice people to deal with. They'll respond quickly. They love the sport. I mean, the hobby. Sorry, not sport, but well, I guess it could be a sport if you're into the dueling stuff. But they love the hobby, just like everyone else that goes to their community. So join up their community too and check them out. Lot of nice people in there. So, all right, everybody, y'all take care.